to episode 27 of my knitting podcast, SunnySeaKnits. I'm Marleen, and I also, you can find me on Instagram on SunnySeaKnits as well. And I will tell you everything about what I've knitted and what I'm knitting on. It won't be a real long episode today, but I think I never have a long episode. I always take like 20 minutes or something, or 15 minutes. But I find that a very nice time as well for myself to watch an episode, because then I'm doing the long laundry or anything, and then it's it's not taking too long. So my excuse why I make short episodes. But today there are some things that I had a little bit a doubt about. But first things first, I am wearing my No Frills sweater by Petite Knit. It took me a long while, actually 3 months to finish it. Of course, I also made different things in between. So I don't knit only at one project the whole time. But I'm very, very happy with it, and it's very warm, especially now because it's quite cold outside. For some reason in Holland, I live in the Netherlands. That's why I talk a little bit with an accent. But it's a very windy day today, and it has been stormy a lot of the times in the Netherlands. So normally we maybe have one storm in the winter, and now we already had like, I think 4 or something. And today again it's very, very windy, and we live nearby the beach, so it's always windy in the Netherlands. And today it's really windy. So I really had to hold on my cargo bike, because I know now the name. And it's non-electrical. And the children are sitting in the front. And of course, I say with the, how do you call that? Of course with the belt. Still it's quite... Today I really thought, okay, I need to walk, because it's quite dangerous to go with the cargo bike, because it's quite big, so it catches also a lot of wind. But I have to pick them up later, so I think we will just walk back. And it's not that far away, but it's still not very nice, and also very we live in the dunes, so it's really hilly. So we need to pay attention, especially on the when you go up and you have wind against. It's quite heavy, especially when it's non-electrical. And I made a video of the cargo bike, so I will put it in the end how it looks like. I don't know if it's really clear, but I'm cycling and you see the cargo part in front of me, and we also have a tent over it, so the children don't get wet when it's raining. Yeah, it's really... If you compare it to what I had to endure when I was a child, we just had to sit on the back or on the front when it was raining, and we even didn't have so normally for the children now, when they are in the front, we have something to prevent that the wind and the rain comes towards them, but you can see through it. I don't know the name. It's a scherm in Dutch. But when I was a child, we didn't have that. I also remember that I was crying because it was raining, and I was sitting on the backside of the bicycle while my mom was cycling. Yeah. Yeah. But overall, I really... I'm a real Dutch person, because I love to cycle. It's really, I prefer it to walking, and also really prefer it by driving with a car. I hate driving with a car. I only do it if I have to. But nothing knitted related. Marleen, you have to talk about knitting. So the No Frills, it's pattern by Petite Knit. I used Sunday from SunnySeaKnits garn, and I knitted it double, held it double, and in the pattern they advise actually to use one strand with a lace, I think, if I'm saying correct. Yeah, I think so. And I held it double because when I knitted it first for my mother, and when I knitted it, it was really see-through. So I thought I will do a double, but then I have to adjust, of course, the sizing. So that's why I knitted an XS size until here, and then started the body and the sleeves. So actually I made a different pattern. So maybe I should write this down. No, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, actually I think designing starts like that you change something and it turns out a very big change of the original pattern, because I also changed the neckline. So actually it has nothing to do with the whole pattern, because I also changed the creases, amount of the creases in the sleeve, and also I made it longer, the sleeve. So it has nothing to do with the whole pattern, but I followed it a little bit. But I'm really happy with the result, and I really like the boat necks. So I actually like it even wider when it starts here, and then the boat, and it really is also at the back. But that's maybe for another project. I ordered 6 balls of a different coloring lot, because I still had 6 balls left of wool from my mother's sweater, because eventually I knitted this 3 times. Once for my mother, but it got way too big. Then the right size, and now for me. And also in the beginning, because I was knitting with 1 strand of Sunday, and that didn't turn out. So actually like 3.5 times I made it. And but I'm very happy. It's really lovely. And I'm knitted the sleeves for 120 rows with the creases, and then decreased a little bit more here, and then 30 rows of 2x2 rib, and an extra stretchy bind off. I wanted to do a tubular, but yeah, I decided that it doesn't turn out that pretty, I think, with 2x2 rib. And then I rather choose for the easy way out. But this is how it's looking. I will go a little bit to the back. And I really love the length, because it's really good for skirts or for pants or anything. And yeah, I'm very happy because it's really warm, and I always wear a lot of sweaters like this underneath, knitted cardigans, mainly cardigans. And yeah, so now I have a double layer of knitted garment. It's really nice, and I'm wearing this with nothing underneath, so on my skin, and it's really nice. It's not itchy. It's 100% merino, of course, because that's the Sunday from SunnySeaKnits garn is 100% merino. And yeah, so I'm very, very happy with it. And I have nothing to tell you anymore about it. It's knitted up on a 4mm needle. Then I have another project, which I'm very, very in doubt. And I was in doubt when I started it. And I'm still in doubt if it's the right size. I also am determined to finish it, but I am not sure if it's the right size. It's still quite small. I think I really have to make it, to wash it and then put it on, because I've noticed that then it's more easy to spread out. I think even that the body is quite wide. It's even wider than the sweater that I'm wearing now. So it will fit me, but it will not be oversized. So that's why I decided not to frog it, because I think it will be nice to wear it, of course, and it will be a beautiful garment, I think. And if I may say so, it will be nice, but it will not be what I had in mind. So what I see at pictures of other people wearing the Moby Sweater, this is not it. And that's the same actually with the No Frills Sweater. For some reason, I tend to be very, not stubborn, we say eigenwijs. How do you say that in English? Yeah, I go my own way. You even have a song about it. You go your own way. Yeah, so it will be much more fitted. If you want to see, because I'm not going to put it on now, I'm sorry. But I am wearing it in the Dutch episode, so you can skip forward if you would like to see how it is when I'm wearing it. And I'm not going to rip it off or frog it, because I'm also going to make it in a different wool. So I will get my oversized sweater eventually. I think in hindsight, I would better use a needle bigger, maybe, to get the exact amount of gauge. I haven't checked it again now, but I checked it and I got the gauge, so that's why I'm so confused. But I think with not using the mohair and using not using maybe a larger needle, that made that it's a little bit more how you say it doesn't have any positive ease, or just a little bit positive ease, and not as much as I would like to. But every time, that's funny, eh? Every time I say this to myself, it doesn't have the positive ease that I would like, and blah blah blah. And then again, immediately the thought comes up in my mind, and that says, "But Marleen, it's beautiful. It's okay. It's just a different sweater, but this is also very nice. This is your first cabled sweater. Come on." So I'm going to listen to that voice. What I wanted to tell is that the neckline was really a hassle to make, I thought. I don't know if you also agree with me that if you make the neckline after that you've knitted it, it's really difficult. It takes a lot of effort of your hands, I think. I really hurted my hands yesterday. I really needed to use also crochet hook to get the thread through the stitches. And also just to keep it quite loose, I did a knitted bind off because I was really afraid that I wouldn't get it over my head. I have a size large in head size, large in hands and large feet and a large person. But eventually that turned out great. I can put it over my head, and that's the most important. And then I always knit the body until my skein is run out. And then I start with the sleeve. I always do it like that, because otherwise I am really afraid for sleeve island. And now I have, I have the motivation to go along with the sleeves. So I'm really enjoying making the sleeves. Actually, first, I never enjoy making sleeves. Or never, Marleen? Is it really never? No, I enjoy making sleeves, but this is really nice to make. Especially because every round there's something new. So that's really nice and lovely, and also yeah, well, very nice. And where I need to pay attention, because that was what I was thinking of, I am not decreasing that much as in the pattern, because it's in the round, and I think my gauge is also kind of off or anything. So I need to pay attention that I don't make the sleeve too small. And I actually prefer it also because I always have these kind of sleeves, but I think I would like it also to just have a straight sleeve a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. Maybe because of the wind. I always have that. When it's windy, I also feel like it's windy in my head or something. I don't know if you recognize it as well. But all in all, I'm very happy with this garment, and I think it's beautiful. And I'm looking forward to finish it. And I think because of this, I want to always have something cabled on my needle. I really would like to have that. I think it's so nice. Yeah. So after the second Moby sweater, what am I going to cast on? Yeah, I'm not sure. That's what I wanted to talk about. And I have something small that I casted on for the children. It's the it's a pattern by me. No, it's a pattern by I don't know her name, but it's Northeasterly blankets, and I'm making it for the dolls. It's so nice. A cute little blanket for in their dollhouse. Yeah, very nice. And I'm using all the scraps that I used for my blankets and for the Anesidora shawl. That is this one. I'll show you. Ta-da! So if I've used it also in this shawl, then I'm going to knit the Northeasterly blanket as well. The petite Northeasterly blankets. And this shawl, I'm really enjoying making this. It's so nice and very, very good for your scraps. And you don't need to weave in the ends. So that's very nice. I'm just going to cut this in a straight line and then it's finished. So that's it again. I don't have that much to talk about, but I hope next week my Moby sweater will be finished. And I hope to see you also again next week anyway, because this weekend I'm going to record together with it's my cousin. I always think it's difficult with niece and cousin, but she's my cousin because she's the daughter of my uncle. Then she's a cousin, right? My niece would be the child of my brother, for example, right? I don't know. I will just search it up, or maybe you can tell me as well. So my cousin, she makes a lot of anthroposophical dolls, and she's called Noah's Droom at Instagram, and we're going to record an episode together. And we already had it a long time in our minds to do so, but well, this weekend it's really going to happen. And she also had some patterns to make the dolls, and I made 3 of them. I still need to finish one, but I don't. Yeah, maybe she can help me to because oh, that's nice. We will discuss the things where the difficult parts that I thought of the pattern. We can discuss it also, and she will show her dolls, of course. And yeah, well, it will be very nice. I have a good relationship with her. She's how you say, we really grew up together. We used to live next to each other with my mother and my uncle. They lived like 2 doors away from each other, so we as well. So oh, sorry for my English. So we used to live with our family, and she used to live with her family in the same street, like 2 doors next to each other. and I used to see her every day. So it's yeah, very nice to be able, when you're grown up, to do this together again. So I hope to see you as well on that episode, and otherwise I will see you in the next knitted episode. Well, have a lovely day, have a lovely evening and a lovely night, and I hope you have really something nice you can knit on and enjoy that as much as I do. Bye!